Okay, so lots of new faces here that I have not seen before. So I'm from Nelson, and I've been using the product now for, must be at least 10 years, probably slightly longer than that. But I came across it after being medically diagnosed as having some things that you probably would know about, but back then they were very uncommon. These days they're very common, which is chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia. I had high levels of just a chemical overload in the body, huge amount of allergies, so that left me every day waking up, like Manfred said, not like the 7-year-old at Christmas or whatever, enthusiastic. I'd wake up and say, oh my God, it's the morning. You know, I would be just totally exhausted. The foods that I could eat were that narrowed down because my body was so extremely out of balance. Well, you know, I could count them on one hand. And these days I don't like cabbage because that was one of the things I could eat. So, you know, so my world was getting smaller and smaller because I was getting further out of balance and a lot of pain in my body and that sort of thing. And so I did a huge amount of work because I was given, you know, that diagnosis and said, hey, there's nothing that can fix that. You know, you're stuck with it. And that wasn't something that I wanted to hang on to. So I did, like Manfred mentioned, the juicing, switching to all organic, and I really cleaned up my diet and my lifestyle, and that made a huge difference. But I sort of hit a wall. I couldn't get any further. I did wheatgrass, did all those extreme things to get back into balance. And I was searching and searching for something, and people were saying, God, you're extreme enough now, you know, that must be it. Then I came across Body Balance, went for a talk in Golden Bay, where I was living at the time, and that made total sense to me. If I was doing all this juicing and everything, if it's not in the soil, it's not going to be in what I'm getting. And then I just felt that difference, and bit by bit, you know, the allergies got smaller and, you know, like less and less sensitivities. My body cleaned up, I had more energy. And today it's like, my God, I have more energy than I did way back then, you know. So, you know, my world has really expanded from that place of getting smaller and smaller. So I love recommending this to people because I can see what it does for other people. I see it hugely change people's lives. But it's not a quick fix because it takes a long time to get out of balance. And we've got to give the body time to clean up and then come back into balance. So I love the stuff.